What would it take to starve a country of 10 million people? First, you'd cut their power. Have blackouts sweep the nation, endangering the lives of patients on ventilators, patients getting dialysis, and babies in the NICU ward. On top of this, let whatever food they do have rot in the heat due to lack of refrigeration. Now watch as malnutrition spreads like wildfire. This is the reality Cubans have been facing since January 3rd, 2026, when Donald Trump announced a total blockade on oil shipments to Cuba. Cuba's been under American sanctions for over 60 years by both Democrats and Republicans. A sanction is a way to economically punish another country by putting limits on their trade or the import of certain substances or materials. Now, you might be wondering, can't Cuba just trade with other countries? In theory, yes. The sanctions against Cuba are unilateral, meaning it's just America that imposes them. But because majority of global trade is conducted in US dollars and therefore requires access to US banks, countries won't risk doing trade with Cuba out of fear that their assets might be frozen. Now, until January, Cuba got most of its oil from another highly sanctioned country, Venezuela. But ever since their president, Nicolas Maduro, was kidnapped by America, they too have stopped sending Cuba their oil. So why do all of this to Cuba? Well, no one puts it better than Donald Trump himself.
I do believe I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba in some form, yeah. Taking Cuba. I mean, whether I free it, take it, I think I can do anything I want with it. You want
El impacto del bloqueo económico, comercial y financiero impuesto por el gobierno de Estados Unidos a Cuba ha llegado a niveles sin precedentes en los últimos años. El costo material y financiero acumulado es de miles de millones de dólares y constituye el principal obstáculo para el desarrollo del país. Pero el daño humano provocado, que ahora se acentúa con el cerco energético, es imposible de llevar a una estadística.
Tonight, our team inside Cuba at the massive May Day demonstrations there as President Trump increases pressure with new sanctions against the Cuban government. Gas now costing up to $40 a gallon there. So what are the Cuban people saying about their future? Matt Rivers in Havana for us.
Tonight, as thousands of Cubans took to the streets of Havana for May Day, in Washington, President Trump expanding sanctions against the Cuban government. A 4-month U.S. oil blockade already straining a struggling economy, but the U.S. intent on regime change.
That building right there is the U.S. Embassy here in Havana, and today the Cuban government is surging hundreds of thousands of people right past its front door with a clear message. The Cuban government is not backing down.
We've traveled to Havana, where many go without power and often without food, and fuel costs $40 a gallon. Pediatrician Maria Elena Mesa forced to hitchhike to work. And inside the darkened hallways, they've scaled back operations, dimming lights to conserve power, using air conditioning only in critical areas. Care now hard to provide for the smallest patients. It's a little difficult, she says, fighting back tears, but she tells me she will keep working despite it all. At night, we witness Cuba's new normal, the island descending into darkness. We walk toward Idania Costa's home in the pitch black. For months now, her family has lived by candle and flashlight. Her daughter, Eliani, doing homework in the dark, and when it's time for dinner, bringing that one flashlight with her. Idania tells me it is the people who suffer in the tug of war between the U.S. and Cuba.
David, the U.S. government argues that it's the Cuban government itself that is responsible for a lot of the suffering that you just saw, and many people here do in fact want to see regime change. As one taxi driver told me, things are so bad, quote, many people want to see the U.S. come and attack, but they don't realize just how bad war can be.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Yahawashi. Yahawah is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahawashi is the true name of His only begotten Son, His beloved Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Peace, blessings, safety, mercy, and healings be unto the elect, you hopeful elect, the elect of the nation of Israel, the elect of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, who are scattered throughout the four winds, four corners of the earth. And double honors to the head elder apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who have and teach the 100% truth according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Peace, blessings, safety, mercy, and healings be unto them. And as well as to you brothers out there, you Akim, that are laboring, pushing this word, pushing this truth with all truth and in sincerity, presenting your bodies a living sacrifice. Shalom to you brothers out there, you Akim. You see it, Israel? You see the condition and the state of the earth? When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right? Gas is $40 a gallon in Cuba, Israel. It's on the news. It's $40 a gallon. And the Lord said, this is the beginning of sorrows. All right? All this shit's almost over with. Everybody's going to mourn as long as the wicked rules the earth. And they covet fields, meaning lands, and take them by violence. So they oppress a man. You know what? I'll get that in a sec. But remember, the prophets prophesy. They tell you what's going to happen before it even happens. All right? The Lord's saving the best for last. America, which is Babylon the Great. The Lord's saving the best for last. We ain't seen nothing yet, Israel. All right? Put on your spiritual seatbelts. It's getting bumpy. This ride is getting bumpy for all of us. All right? It's getting bumpy. And you can believe that. Now, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the Israelites get back into rule, we're going to rejoice. All right? But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Don't you see it, Israel? Don't you see those people on the news? Cuba in crisis. Family struggle without power and little food. Don't you see it, man? They talking about it's the Cuban government. No, man. It's Babylon the Great putting sanctions on everybody. All right? But it's all good, though. It's all right, though. Because Job 20 and 5, the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. All right? So now let's get this. Let's just get this. See the state of the earth, Israel? And it's going to get worse. Now this is the book of Micah, chapter 2. The Lord applying that pressure. Remember, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine. People down in Cuba barely eating, Israel. Hell, people across the earth barely eating. People here in Babylon the Great barely eating. Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity, wickedness, and work evil upon their beds. Woe, destruction unto them when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? And they covet fields, meaning lands, and take them by violence. That's why the whole world is suffering, Israel. $40 a gallon. If $40 a gallon hit Babylon the Great, it's going to cost you about $300 to $500 to fill up your tank. That means no more joyriding, all right? Imagine what a plane ticket going to cost. Huh? Imagine what your groceries going to cost. Imagine your light bill. All this shit's going up. Rent, everything. It's problem, reaction, solution. This damn devil want everybody to lose it, Israel. All right? That's what they want. They taking peace from the earth. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. All this man know how to do is oppress the hell out of everything, Israel. The animals, everything is mourning. Didn't I read Proverbs 29:2? I read that, right? We ain't seen nothing yet, Israel. All right? We have not seen nothing yet. Now this is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. All these things are happening now. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places, an orchestrated famine. All these are the beginning of sorrows, all right? And you can't make that up. Everything's happening, Israel. Volcanoes erupting, robots every damn where, AI every damn where. It's going down, all right? It's really going down. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, all right? Jumping down to verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. Let us put on our spiritual seatbelts, Israel. Let us all put on our spiritual seatbelts. The worst time known to mankind. We in the beginning stages of it, and the wicked is in the driver's seat. All right? And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, because this devil coming in with great wrath, Israel. Don't you see him taking peace from the earth? All that clubbing, all that drinking your life away, trying to get away from what's really going on. When your ass sober up, it's going to be worser. All right? Real talk. Once your ass sober up, it's going to be worser. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, all right? Men's hearts failing them for fear. Let's get that, Luke. We better be praying, Israel. The Lord is applying that pressure. Spend your money wisely. Now, this is the book of St. Luke, chapter 21. Just want to hit this point. This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 21, and verse 36. Watch ye therefore. So we watching and praying. We're praying. We're begging the Lord for mercy, for fear, for faith, for endurance, for courage, for strength, for guidance, all these things, all right? Also praying for comfort of the scriptures, that Isaiah 33:6, watch ye therefore, everything's mourning, Israel, because the wicked is ruling everything. Sleazy Esau, Edom, who is the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, the wicked that the Bible speaks of, starting off with their elites, the elite banking families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Bloombergs, the Oppenheimers, the ones that run everything, all right? This damn devil want every animal C-hipped up. He want every animal and every human C-hipped up. It's crazy, man. Microchipped up. Watch ye therefore, and pray always And this what all roads leads to, Israel. That's why the shit that's happening on the earth, it's all being done by design. Because this devil's getting ready to make it mandatory that you take an implantable device. All right? It's problem, reaction, solution. Cause the problem, see how the people are going to react to it. Then you bring in the solution, which is the RFID microchip, which is the ushering in of the mark of the beast. All right? Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things, all this prophecy, the destruction, the chaos, the mayhem, Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, martial law, World War III, the draft, famine, cannibalism, all these things, race wars, class wars, civil wars. Escape all these things, right? That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Because everything's happening all at one time, Israel. All right? Everything's happening all at one time. Now this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Ain't gonna be no food at them grocery stores soon come, Israel. They're gonna start rationing out food. This damn devil's getting ready to start rationing out food. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. And that's plain. All right, friends gonna fight like enemies. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. We coming to the end of this age. All right, and who's gonna see the salvation? The elect. The elect of the nation of Israel, the elect of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right. Now this is 2nd Esdras, chapter 14, and we here now, Israel. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 14, and verse 16. For yet greater evils, meaning bad times, than those which thou hast seen happen, shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils, meaning bad times, increase upon them that dwell therein. Are we all reading these scriptures, Israel? Huh? Are we all reading them? It's happening. The worst time known to mankind. Daniel the 12th chapter. Look, we're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. All these things, all right? And you got knuckleheads talking about they can save themselves. Are you serious? Are you shitting me? You got knuckleheaded Israelites talking about they can save themselves. Do you not see what the hell is going on? Huh? Save yourself from them gas prices going $40. Save yourself from a famine. Save yourself from cannibalism. Save yourself from the race wars, class wars, civil wars, civil unrest. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn. The whole earth is mourning right about now, Israel, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side, on every side. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Let's get this. And sleazy Esau Edom is coming in like a madman. Let's get it. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection, a violent uprising upon those that fear the Lord. This devil coming after you tribes, all right? They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling. They ain't sparing nobody, Israel. The Lord gonna put the spirit on this devil to not spare. Hell, he been putting the spirit on this devil. He's the whipping stick of the Lord. All right, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. They mainly want the elect, though. for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. And when this happened, they gonna know that a prophet has been among them. All right, you gonna know. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, the elect. All right, and they shall be tried, tested as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord power. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. Do you not see it? But I will deliver you from the same, because we can't deliver ourselves. All right, that's what we're trying to get through to you knuckleheads, man. We bring out the scriptures letting you know that you can't save yourselves. All right, be not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is your guide. All right. So once again, as always, to you Israelite men and women out there that may be listening, you new listeners, you better repent. You better turn back from your wicked ways. You better seek the Lord. You better seek Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and you better do it now. You so-called negroes, latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, and as well as you Israelite foreigners that are scattered abroad that may look like the nations you've been scattered to, but are Israelites, have been warned. Seek the Lord or suffer the consequences. The Lord said, give them warning from me. Evils and only evils, Israel, and you have been warned.
We're going to act like there's not a particular culture of people who are responsible for all the genocides, all the colonization, all of the destruction of natural resources on Earth, the colonization of people, land, resources, and the destruction of cultures, lands, and resources. And we're going to act like only one group of people didn't do that. Only one group of people hated others, killed them, raped them, stole their culture, either took their culture and made it their own, or completely erased their culture, and then turned around and acted like every single other culture besides them was violent and scary and dangerous and savage. But eating people, raping people, murdering people, giving them diseases on purpose, going out of your way to destroy entire cultures and people and steal their land, steal their everything, that's not violent. When are we going to stop pretending like one culture in particular isn't the most violent, destructive, dangerous, scary, manipulative, colonizing culture of them all, and the most scary? Like, y'all are terrifying. Like, actually everybody is scared of y'all because you're sick. And when are we going to talk about how those people, again, these are the only people on Earth who are allergic to the sun, who destroy everything they touch, that don't build or create anything but destruction and chaos and cancer and danger. And they're allergic to the sun. Let's not ever forget that. Like, they don't even necessarily naturally inhabitate this planet, but somehow they are the leaders. Somehow they are the ones who have all the control. But what do I know? Every other culture just had its own land, had its own culture, had its own way of living in unity with the ecosystem around them. They knew how to work the land. They knew how to deal with the animals. They knew how to handle the environment, the heat, the cold, the whatever. Their bodies were adapted for that. But guess who isn't, and who never was adapted for any particular place? allegedly, except the Caucasus Mountains, where they were eating themselves, not bathing, and, you know, lack of culture. But, you know, hey.